Been tried and tested by the proper implements of Freemasonry. The craftsmen have well and skillfully performed their duty, and I now declare this stone to be well formed, true and trusty, and correctly laid according to our ancient ceremonies. Let it now be consecrated.
I scatter this corn as a symbol of plenty.
All brethren, please be upstanding.
May heavenly blessings be bountifully showered upon us and ever inspire the hearts of our people with virtue, wisdom, and gratitude. Amen.
So let it be.
I pour this wine as a symbol of strength and gladness. May the great ruler of the universe bless and prosper this church and this congregation. And may the faith on which it is built be preserved and cemented with a bond of friendship and brotherly love which shall endure all time. Amen.
So let it be.
I pour this oil as a symbol of peace and joy. May its blessings abide with us continually. And may our Father in heaven shelter and protect the widow and the orphan. Shield and defend them from the trials and vicissitudes of the world, and so hold him by the power of his Spirit, that he may bless the bereaved, the afflicted, and the troubled, that they may know sorrow and trouble no more. Amen.
So let it be.
May the all-bounteous author of nature bless the inhabitants of this place with an abundance of the necessaries, conveniences, and comforts of life. Assist in the erection and completion of this building, protect the workmen against every accident, and long preserve this structure from decay. And grant to us all the supplying of the corn of nourishment, the wine of refreshment, and the oil of joy. Amen.
At the conclusion of the ceremony, the Grand Master calls for the brethren to give the public grand honors, a series of 3 claps of the hands 3 times. This is a Masonic sign of respect normally given to honor individuals and special occasions.
Brethren, with me, the grand honors. Thank you. Please be seated. The tapping of the stone, and for those who assisted me, represents the setting of the stone in mortar. When you lay a cornerstone and set a cornerstone, you tap the stone 3 times to make sure that it's plumb, square, and level. So we have symbolically set this cornerstone today.
The Grand Marshal proclaims the cornerstone laying ceremony finished.
You will make proclamation that this cornerstone has been laid in ample form.
I have been directed to proclaim, and I do now proclaim, in the name of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons, that this cornerstone on this day has been found square, plumb, and level, and is equably to the ancient usages and customs of our fraternity.
Thank you very much, Brother Grand Marshal.
At this time, the Grand Orator tells the history of the Grand Lodge and Masonry's symbolic association with churches throughout history.
From the very beginning of the formation of the 13 colonies in our country, Freemasons have been involved with, encouraged, and supported establishing the rights of all people to freely assemble and freely worship God according to the dictates of their own conscience. We are pleased to accept the invitation to symbolically lay the cornerstone for this very important and holy structure Today I'd like to speak about a few of the traits that I believe are shared by Masons and Northwest United Protestant Church, what distinguishes us, and finally give you the great secret shared by Master Masons. Masons or Masonic lodges cannot meet on Sundays because a good Mason is supposed to be in his church. The Grand Lodge can do things a bit differently, and jurisprudence rule that it was appropriate today, but that is a very important part of our structure. Another title or term we use is the Grand Architect of the Universe, and there's a couple reasons for that. One, it fits into our history and our ritual. Another is, in the Masonic Lodge, we typically do not discuss religion or politics, but acknowledge and accept each other as brothers in a fraternity and respect their right to their individual opinions and beliefs. Today we'll take a little bit of license. This will get religious. The Masonic family grew out of the Masonic guilds. And as it's been said many times today, the cornerstone was set and the foundation built upon it and the church erected thereafter. Those cathedrals often took 3 or 4 generations to build. And there were changes in the design, and the people that did the initial work did not see its completion. But what was erected had to grow and was defined by the cornerstone and the parameter that it began with. Masonry is a symbol of morality, veiled in allegory and illustrated by symbols. The 3 great tenets of a Mason's profession are brotherly love, relief, and truth. And in the explanatory degree, or explanatory lecture of a Mason's first degree, we are admonished to have faith in God, hope in immortality, and charity for all mankind. The greatest of these is charity. Where have we all heard that before? The 3 great lights of Masonry are the Holy Bible, the square, and compasses. The Holy Bible is given to us as the rule and guide of our faith, squaring our actions by the square of virtue, and the compasses to circumscribe and keep us in due bounds with all mankind. In other countries, it may be another book, the Quran or something else than the Bible, but it is a centerpiece and focus and the rule and guide of a Mason's conduct. And in fact, it is a rule in a Masonic lodge that no one pass between the master and the altar where the Bible is open during a meeting, because symbolically, that is where he should turn for his guidance. As Masons, we learn that we never finish learning, another trait that I think we share with your church. Now, as promised, we'll learn the great secret of Masonry, the mystery of life, even the key to salvation, as I've heard some critics outside our fraternity allege that we offer. This is not written down because it's a different secret for each individual. What all the dramas and allegories, rituals and symbols, lessons and lectures of Masonry lead to, and repeatedly circle back to, is not salvation, but perhaps a key to it. The secret of salvation is buried deep within the individual Mason's relationship with God. Masons learn, in most cases it's more a matter of affirm where that treasure of salvation lies. But to understand it, to open it, to receive it, to nurture it, the Mason must look to his church. That is what separates us, and that is what unites us. Reading your church's history told of a congregation centered in grace. Jesus Christ was the cornerstone, and grace the foundation upon which this church was built and will continue to rise in the future. Thank you.
Very worshipful brother, please be seated. Very worshipful brother Harry. Very worshipful brother Harry always has a good message for us. I didn't know you were Lutheran, and you were scared. Well, I'm a Southern Baptist, and I ain't scared of nothing. Worship brother Grand Chaplain. You will pronounce the closing benediction. Brethren, please be upstanding.
The Lord bless us and keep us. The Lord make his face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us. The Lord lift upon us the light of his countenance and give us peace. Amen.
On behalf of Northwest United Protestant Church, I want to express appreciation to the Masons for this very fine service. To the Grand Masters of Southern Baptist, watch out, we may make a Christian out of him.
You have witnessed the Cornerstone ceremony of the Grand Lodge of Washington. The Grand Lodge, upon invitation, performs this ceremony at the dedication of public buildings and houses of worship. If you would like further information or would like the Grand Lodge to perform the ceremony at the dedication of a house of worship or public building, please contact the Grand Lodge of Washington at 47 St. Helens Avenue, Tacoma, Washington, or at the phone number shown on the screen.